on a nice Sunday night. It's like 10:30. Got some KFC, finally. Bothered to make my way over there. It's like 10 minutes away. It's not that big of a deal. It's just a little bit annoying. It's an extra step. It's very easy to go get my McDonald's, which is literally like I could get my McDonald's and be back here within like 5 or 6 minutes, you know. But we've got KFC here. I've given this spiel before. I haven't had KFC in a couple months. Last time I did, it was a really bad batch. This is from a different franchise, different restaurant than the one that I did last time. So, first time doing it on the channel. Hopefully the chicken tastes good this time. It was really bad last time. And yeah, so we've got 5 tenders. We've got a macaroni side. We've got fries, and we've got, I think there's a biscuit that comes with it. And then for the drink that comes with it, I guess this is a medium. This is kind of a big medium. They don't have Coke, so I got a Pepsi. And I accidentally got it with ice too. Like, this thing fucking sucks. But we've got one nonetheless. I do have Diet Coke over here on the side for after, I suppose. I mean, I paid for the Pepsi, so I might as well drink the damned Pepsi. It's been a rough few days for me, so I'm hoping that this just goes swimmingly. Alright, I could kind of tell that this was a end of shift kind of batch of food. The fries have a lot of potato wedges in them. Not the biggest deal, of course, but their fries are actually really good. I didn't realize I was getting such small sides either, but I guess it makes sense because it was a small little bundle of stuff. So I'm gonna pour out these fries, I think. Gotta get a lot of ketchup. I'm like a little bit all over the place, kind of disoriented. Head kind of hurts. I'm a mess today. Let's begin with some chicken, of course. The chicken does look pretty solid today. Hopefully it's still a little bit fresh. Just tenders, of course, by the way. Not a fan of bone in my chicken. Good. Yep, that's Pepsi, all right. What is that reminding me of? I'm like getting flashbacks to some time that I've had Pepsi. I can't put my finger on it necessarily. That is good chicken today, though. That is a good batch. I'm definitely much happier with that than I was the last time I went. That is good. This hair is just fucking. That is a good batch of chicken. I am satisfied. I don't like that they always give you a biscuit with stuff. I'm not big on biscuits. Let's get another piece of chicken here into the ketchup, and then into my mouth. It's got the perfect amount of crunch on the outside, and it's got, like, you know, sometimes you gotta put a lot of effort to get a bite off, because sometimes it's very tough in the middle. It's not like that at all. It's actually very easy to chew through. This is like a perfect kind of cook on this. I'm gonna eat some of these fries and potato wedges before anything else gets too cold, if that is okay with you. I think it's not the freshest batch of fries, but I would mostly attribute that to just, it was the end of the shift, so they probably weren't making a new batch. That's why I got potato wedges in there as well. But they're still good. If you haven't had KFC's fries, they have a very good, I don't even know how to explain it. It's not like, I don't know what it is. They have good fries, and they knock McDonald's fries out of the fucking water. Unless the McDonald's fries are like 100% peak freshness, I think is the only time. Like, even these potato wedges are just like, it's just potato fries or potatoes too. It's just kind of, there's not much difference. But I don't even know why they sell these like separate sides. Like, they're kind of the same thing. They don't taste any different. Okay, let's do another piece of this good batch of chicken here. Getting another good ketchup-y piece. Another good piece of ketchup-y chicken. Pour out a little bit more ketchup. We'll do a little, very small bit of ketchup tapping because I didn't do it in the other video. I just don't want to take too long and let the food get cold or anything like that. A little bit of ketchup tapping. It is supposed to be obligatory ketchup tapping after all. That's what the point of obligatory is. It's a very sweaty bottle. You can get quite a range of sounds from a half-empty bottle. Just the density of all the ketchup makes it a bit of a thumpier tapping, as opposed to a more hollow tapping. I must consume more food. It's been a long time since I've had some Pepsi. I can't remember, like there must have been a place that I used to go where like they had vending machines that wouldn't give Diet Coke or something, and I believe I drank Pepsi there a couple of times. I just can't remember off the top of my head where that place was. I don't know why it's escaping me right now. I'm trying to think if it was like, it wasn't one of my jobs, I don't think. I cannot put my finger on it, and it's kind of bothering me that I can't. I'm very, it's like right there, but I just can't see it. Anyways, another piece of chicken, shall we? Oh, I forgot to pour out more ketchup alongside the ketchup. This bottle is such a leaker. This is like a perfectly sized meal. It's got like the 5 tenders with 2 sides and the biscuit and the drink for like $13 I think I paid, and I don't know how much of that was like upcharge because I did it with the mobile order in the app, but pretty good deal in my opinion. Pretty good deal. I drink it, the more I feel like the memory is coming back to me. Part of me wants to say it was like a very long time ago, but like I've had a Pepsi or two whenever I needed, like on random occasions, like maybe it has been longer than I thought, but like I've never had this flashback before. I don't know why this Pepsi is giving me a flashback like this. Like I feel like I can see it. If I had to guess, you know what it might be? Usually, when Pepsi is an option, I get Diet Pepsi. This is regular Pepsi, I think. Yeah, it's regular Pepsi. And maybe I used to only get regular Pepsi at like this, like after school thing. Like when I was like 13 or 14. That's where my mind is going, but I can't say for sure. I really am having, this is kind of pissing me off. This is pissing me off, Robert. I don't know what this is. I'm like PTSDing about this Pepsi right now. Alright, we're gonna try this macaroni. If you have not had KFC macaroni before, it's weird. And it's kind of like the sour cream and cheddar chips that I eat. You know, those chips, it doesn't taste like them, but it's kind of like when I eat them, I'm like, yeah, I can see why people hate this shit, but I think it's alright. This macaroni is absolutely bizarre. It's weird. And if you don't like, honestly, don't even bother trying it if you don't like it. If you don't think you'll like it, but like it's bad. Okay, it's not bad. It's just I'm trying to look. It's bad. I just don't mind it. I think it's okay. It's very, very, very weird. It's very weird. This is quite a tiny little portion compared to the large sides that you can get normally. But let's see if we can. Let's see if I can do like any form of stirring sound here without making a mess or anything. It doesn't. I have to make such tiny strokes with the fork because I don't have any space to work with. Okay, it's like nice. I'm just gonna eat it. I'm not gonna do this. Wait, this is actually like a better batch than normal. It's very goopy. I just got an idea for a video. Like right now. We'll see if I come up with that or not. Pepsi, bro. It's all watered down and diluted because of the ice. This is why you don't get ice in your fucking drinks. That's terrible. Second of all, to the macaroni. First of all, props to that macaroni for being in that, like, so tightly compacted in there that it was still warm, despite it being picked up like 30 minutes ago. That's pretty nice. 35 minutes it's probably been since I picked it up. And I was also a little bit, I wasn't like late, but like, that's another thing. That was good though. That was actually really good in that smaller portion like that, so I didn't have to eat so much, because the large, if you haven't seen KFC sides that are large, they're large. Like, I used to order, when I started going to KFC in like college, I would order like an obscene amount of food. I would get like a bucket of like 12 tenders, and then I would get like 2 or 3 large sides, and it would last me for like 4 or 5 meals, because those sides were so fucking large, dude. Like, the large mashed potato and a large macaroni side from this place is like equal to, if not greater than, like a normal like frozen dinner that you would eat out of your freezer or something, and they were like good enough to save. Their mashed potatoes here are actually really, really good too. I didn't get any today because I wasn't sure if they'd sound good. But they have, their mashed potatoes are better than their macaroni, in my opinion. Everything's better than these biscuits. I'm just not a big biscuit enjoyer. I don't like to, but they give you biscuits with like everything. You can't even like if you get like the certain big combo meal that I like to get that costs like a lot of money, they give you like 4 or 6 biscuits or something that I just don't even want. Like, I can't even like take it off the order, I don't think. But that macaroni was very, very good. It was very goopy. It was very, I don't know how to explain it. You kind of just have to try it for yourself to understand. It's not the type of macaroni that everybody else would like. It's very abnormal. But it hits when it hits. That's the assessment I can give, I think. Just took a brief intermission to look at Twitter, and I saw what happened in today's Euphoria episode. God damn. Anyway, we got another big hunk of chicken here, and then we'll see what else I'm just gonna, we're going bald here pretty soon. No, we're not. Then we'll just eat these scraps of what we've got left, I guess. This one's a big old, I don't like when they're big old thick balls like this. I prefer them to be longer chicken tender strips, you know. Oh no, we're actually trolling. That has a bone in it. Now I know we're trolling. That's why it's so shaped fucking weird. There's a fucking bone in there. They gave me a whole ass fried chicken with my okay. I'm sorry. This is a little bit too lazy. Bro. Like, what are we doing, man? Oh, what the fuck? Bro, that shit's literally fucking spicy. What the fuck is going? Whoa. Okay, now I'm kind of angry. Oh, why is it so spicy? Alright, that's not cool. Alright, well, now we need this Diet Coke because it's cold. That other can is empty. I need some cold. My throat is spiced up now. Like, come on, man, let's grow the fuck up. That's just lazy, with all due respect. Like, I ordered it at like 9:30. They close at like 11. I set the order to be picked up at 10:15. Like, I feel like that's early enough that you don't have to throw potato wedges in my fries and throw me a bone-filled piece of chicken in my tenders. Like, I think it's pretty deliberate that I ordered it without that I ordered the tenders. So why would you want to sub that in? That's just like I don't think these are like accidents. These are pretty. That's pretty disappointing. That's pretty annoying. Like, I'm probably like when you look, man, don't even give it to me at that. Like, I don't know. It's just immature, and it just makes it very, very like, why do I want to waste my time to go back there and do this again? Like, this is kind of annoying. Like, now my throat and my mouth are like spiced up and hot. I didn't want that. I'll try a little bit of the biscuit, but I think I'm pretty much done. Is this gonna be a mess? It probably is. I know you're supposed to like dip your biscuit in stuff or like butter it up. I just don't feel like it. They're not bad. It's just biscuits are not my thing. It's not what I. There's no egg and cheese on it, so I don't really want it. Okay, I think I'm pretty much done with these. That was pretty good until it wasn't. Like, of course, that it was good, you know. I didn't really want to eat too much more anyway. I am pretty damn full. Glad I got it done. See, it's like I don't like going at the end of shifts like that because I like situations like this, and I'm trying to not order things too close to when people are closing. I'm trying to be considerate, but I have to make sure the noise stays tame here. Like, it was pretty noisy up until like it was actually pretty noisy, like even when I got back with the food. But you know, I try to time these things specifically because I don't want to spend the extra time going out of my way to go pick up this kind of stuff, and then I come back and the video can't be done because it's too noisy. So I tried to do it a bit later, and I thought, you know, picking it up at 10:15 was a good enough time that it wasn't, you know, the food would have been done by then. So we tried, and you know, it was good enough while it lasted. The potato wedges, I guess I don't really care, but they are kind of different. They're not as good as the fries, but they're kind of the same thing. But the fries weren't very fresh either way, so it was kind of like the fun of them where it's kind of diminished. And that chicken was good though. Not that, why is fried chicken like default spicy? I don't understand that. Why was that spicy? Is that always a thing? I don't eat chicken with bone in it, so I don't actually know, but that was really weird. When I started going to KFC in college, I was like, I don't know why I didn't bother. Sometimes I think it was just because chicken was more of a, like, I would just rather do it out of the freezer. And the first time I went to KFC was in college, and I got a big bucket, and that became one of my main comfort foods every now and then up there. And I think part of it was also, like, I didn't want to, like, accidentally get something with the bone in it, because I don't like to eat that. I don't like to deal with the bone. It's annoying. And so it's kind of like why I do all these orders on mobile orders and stuff like that, because I try to minimize the risk of human error. You know, I think talking through the drive-thru, explaining my order is too difficult for people to understand, so I just type it in and they can read it on the screen. But like things like getting pickles on my burger or a bone in my chicken are the things I try to avoid by doing my mobile orders all the time, and apparently sometimes it just doesn't always work out. Some people were born to be dumb as bricks, and it just is what it is. I mean, you're not gonna sit here and tell me that you guys didn't have one more tender to put in there, bro. You were still gonna be open for another 45 minutes. You weren't out of tenders. It's KFC. You got tenders. Why is there a fried chicken in my tenders? But yeah, that was fun. Not gonna be going over there anytime soon again. I'll probably go to a different one if I'm like at my house, or I don't know. That was cool though. That was fun. It was a cheap little bundle anyway, $13. I $7 for all this. It was not bad at all. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna skedaddle on out of here. I hope this wasn't too short, but it probably was because I don't know why. But I'm gonna get out of here and go League some Legends or something. Alright. Goodbye, 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 door slamming, goodbye, goodbye. I think he like left his apartment and he's playing something on his phone. I don't know if you can hear that. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.